Since 1989, the East Coast Conference and its 10 members are leading the way at the NCAA Division II level. Today, the ECC aims towards creating the ultimate experience for all student athletes towards graduation.
Our mission, it has to do with academics, it has to do with service and community, and it has to do with athletics.
We see ourselves as in the conference office and as part of the conference office staff as a service to our institutions.
When the COVID-19 pandemic first spread in March 2020, the conference was finishing their basketball championships in Washington, D.C. In the days and months to follow, the conference office found themselves facing minute-by-minute changes and slow responses.
We try to provide service and answers to our institutions, and we just didn't have them because nobody had them.
By fall 2020, the ECC announced its return to sports after January 1st, 2021, under strict COVID-19 protocols. Different schools were facing different scenarios in their counties, meaning unity across the ECC was essential.
We didn't want to penalize anyone. We didn't want to penalize them in terms of participation. We also didn't want any kind of ill will from one school to another because we were all in it together. We need to support each other. And I felt that that was something that really happened in our conference.
And the unsung heroes this past year, the athletic trainers of each institution.
They were on the front line of handling all the responsibilities of meeting the team, the visiting teams, making sure they got into their locker room, make sure they followed the protocols.
Following a 3-6 start, Roberts Wesley women's basketball began taking their season slogan, "Thriving in Chaos," to heart. The Red Hawks won 9 straight games, clinched their first conference championship, and advanced to the NCAA Sweet 16 for the first time in program history. Head coach Kevin Clifford says the Red Hawks were resilient.
We just kept being positive and just kept telling them how to handle adversity and talk about it and things like that.
While scientists discover the long-term effects from the pandemic, Clifford says what the team and conference achieved in 16 months will never be forgotten.
There's stress, there's anxiety and all that stuff, but then you look back and say, that was an amazing job and an amazing accomplishment.
And as the fall 2021 semester approaches, the ECC believes a bright future lies ahead.
Why should potential student athletes be interested in enrolling at an East Coast Conference school?
At the end of the day, we're hoping the student athletes leave their experience at the colleges that they play for and say I really enjoyed that. That was a big part of my life, and I like being part of the East Coast Conference.
Reporting in Buffalo, I'm Joe Kraus.